Well, I finally decided today was the day to set up this press to do the 9mm. Because it's 50 and above out today, but it's supposed to get down, under 0 again for a while. So I figured today was the day. So I monkeyed around and got all the little final adjustments done. And did a bunch of, double checking on stuff. And loaded up a pile. But it's good to have them ahead because, like I say, I should be shooting at it more. But what I was going to talk about wasn't really reloading. I'm reloading these for this Zastava. It's the only 9mm that I have. And I had a, this is at M70A, and I had an email from a regular subscriber. It was a comment on an old video I did a while back on the magazine safety on these. The trick to change it is to get the grip off, but he made a comment that he had just bought one. And the problem is, the comment, I do everything on my phone. I really don't use the computer. I do all of my uploading and everything on the phone. The only time I use the computer is if I have to edit something. And the problem is when the comments come in on the phone, they come in sometimes very abbreviated. They'll cut the comment off in the middle of the comment, and then I'm supposed to go to the video, and then sometimes I get involved in all these different accounts with Google Plus and stuff. So I never know exactly. My fear is always if there's a question in there at the end, because a lot of times somebody will make a comment and right at the end to make a question. I don't see the question. It's a whole deal with Google. But the thing to do, and I've mentioned this before, but I'll remind people, is if you do have a question, then you can try it in the comments, because if it's on a current video that I just put up, then I'll see it in the comments and I can reply to it. But if it's on an older video especially, it's better to go right to the logcabinlooms@gmail.com, because then it'll come right to me and I can answer the question, rather than go, because otherwise I get entangled in the Google Plus stuff, and that really doesn't work for me. In fact, the phone did an automatic update thing on the whole YouTube deal. And after it did that, YouTube, of course, doesn't work with a darn now. It works, but every once in a while it'll just quit working for no apparent reason. It just gets confused. But that's just, the way Google works, because now they got a reason to go back in there and try to fix it again. But they can't never seem to get that right. But I think there's no real incentive to doing it. So it is better if you go to the Gmail, because then they come to me complete. I don't know why they abbreviate the comments on my regular account when it comes through from YouTube, but it always does. And sometimes comments can get kind of long, and it chops them off. But he had said that he had got one of these M70A, and I was surprised here. His came in a plastic box, like a lot of guns, like this is the one that little Colt came in, that kind of a box. Both of my Zastavas, when I got them, they came in cardboard. So they're getting a little fancier. But the funny thing too, like I say, he made a comment on a video that I had done a while back about the magazine safety, and I noticed that has like 5,700 and some views. Well, it got me thinking I should maybe You know, because in that video, I didn't actually show you how to disconnect it. Well, I didn't disconnect it. I showed you where it is, how to get at it, and what to do. But I never bothered to actually show you how to disconnect it. Well, maybe people are looking to disconnect them. You know, I don't know. I can live with it. It's no big deal, but it ain't that hard to disconnect them. The hardest part, like I say, is getting the grip off, but that video shows you how to do that. But maybe I'll do that if I feel up to it someday. I'll show you how to disconnect those magazine safeties. Because really, very simple. Well, good to have this. Could do plenty of hammering away now. But that's all I was just going to say about comments, you know, because a lot of times I'm afraid, you know, people make a comment and they'll get upset because I don't answer it. Well, a lot of times, or many times, I just can't. Including a lot of times ones that come in from the Google Plus side of things. I can't reply to them at all. It gives me no option to reply. The only option I have there is to report them. So if you do have a question, you know, the Gmail is the way to go.